Hi. Yo, Isham, how you doing, man? What's up, bud? Yo, Mozzarella, thanks for the resub for 42, dude. Alright, so today actually saying the strongest, we're going gravitational missile and we're committing to the full damage. So we're going balls deep into gravitational missile. So we need a meteoric staff, one of these, and one of these. So basically, and also we're going to change our physics. This is going to be like the bulk of it. And then for our talismans, it's going to be full damage. Like that. And like this. And honestly, either Radagon or something for weight. Circlet of Light would allow us to save 1 point in intelligence, so I guess that's good. This one gives us a lot more defense. Probably gonna go with something like that, but we're not gonna have 38 endurance. Let's go respec. Let's see how much we get out of it. Yo, what's up, Goldmass? How you doing, bro? What's up, Isoka? You're off to work? Alright, well, good luck with that.
Is it time? Nah.
And also, unlike the usual 80 int, right? We're going 99. 99 int. Look at our health bar. We definitely want some help, though. Like, we're not gonna stay that way. Ideally, we want 58. Maybe like that, but I fucked up. We need to lower in by 1.
Is it thy wish?
Actually, before I do that, we're gonna lower in by 1, but I want to see, like, you know, having no stem. Like, I don't mind, because that's sort of like the idea here. It's the idea, but what I want to know is, like, can I actually cast this properly though with 11 intelligence? I still need to cast like at least 2 in a row. Gonna have to check that. We're not even light rolling, we're mid rolling. Can probably try to lower some things. Dude, we need like no armor to light roll. Okay, we're probably gonna try like this. Wow, it's still not enough. What about this? Okay, this allows us to light roll. The light roll. Whoa, we can barely. We probably won't need like 1 point in endurance regardless if we want the light roll. Oh. can't test our endurance, I forgot. Let's just test our endurance real quick. And we might put that point into endurance regardless, because we're gonna need it. Okay, there you go. Oh my god, it doesn't cost any stam at all. Let's try that again with the other spell. What about light roll physic? Dude. That's a brilliant idea. Dude, we don't even need endurance. What the hell? Alright. Yeah, light roll physic and armor swapping is definitely a devious idea. And I think we might do it. We might do it, and right now what we're gonna do is we're still going to put...
Is it thy wish? Now.
Still going to put 1 extra point in endurance. Because that night we don't need 99 int here because we have the crown and or the circlet, and that circlet gives us 1 point. So if we go 99, we're losing that 1 point. So here going from 98 to 99 legitimately does not change anything. Now hopefully that's enough for... No, we're still mid-rolling. We're still mid-rolling. Let me check the armors if there's something lighter. Surely there's something lighter. This is 2.4. This is 3.4, okay. There's actually a lot that's lighter. This one's not the lightest. Difference is this one has decent, like, physical damage reduction. This one, yeah. Okay, these two are not too bad. This one's not bad either, actually. We might go with this one. This one, 4.2 pierce. Yeah, this one's good, actually. We might go with this one. This one is light, but it has no freaking defense. Still mid-rolling. Damn, we can only do this one. If we want the light roll, we can only do this one, but honestly, I'm willing to... I'm willing to take, like, 1 less HP to get, like, way better defense here. Like, lowering my vigor by 1.
Is it thy now?
Or lowering my mind by 1.
Be not.
Let's see, what about our mind? By the way, we're still going to use the light roll physic, but we still want to have like a setup where we light roll when our physic wears off, though. Let's see how many we can cast. Man, we don't want to lower our mind. Our mind is like perfect right now. We're going to keep 18 mind. What about this one? Is the one at 0.8 the lightest? For the gloves? Didn't actually check. It is. Yeah. The thing with this particular armor is for light armor, this is probably the better one. Yozi, thanks for the raid. Really appreciate that. Okay, guys, we're probably... Man, okay, let me test real quick how much of a damage difference going from 99 to 98 actually does. Like, I want to see if it's even worth it to go 99. Because, like, we need, like, maybe 2 points in endurance, and I'm thinking, like, I don't think those 2 points in vigor, or those 2 points in intelligence are worth it compared to vigor, but I don't know. So, like, right now, 2,206. Right now, 2,206, and if we remove that, we get to 98. $2,202. So the difference is like pretty much nothing. Like the difference is minuscule. So we're gonna remove these points into intelligence. Like we're not gonna go 99 exactly.
Is it thy will? Now.
I'm still gonna clickbait with 99 int, but we're gonna go to like 97. Actually,
Be not I would birth thee.
what if I actually use this? This is a... How many points is this one? I mean, it's hard to tell. I think it's 3 points, right? I think this one's 3 points. This one's 3 points, but I mean, come on now. Like, the circlet fashion is way better.
Is it thy wish? Now.
I think we can give a disclaimer for those who actually want 99. You can put the banana hat. I think I prefer to use the circlet just because it looks way better. We're gonna go 13 endurance.
Oh my God.
We might need another point. Yeah, we need another point.
Is it thy wish? Now.
Do that again. We're gonna get the 96 int. Okay.
Oh my God.
And now we are light rolling. All right. Here we go. We're light rolling and we're technically at 97 because of the crown, so that's good. That's good. That's good. I think that might be it, guys. Now the unholy part. Okay, which one is it? Is it... Yeah, it's this one. Guys. Let's see what type of armor we can put on with the light roll, with the defense physic. Can we not drink it? No, we can't drink it from here. Okay. Let's go back here. shit. Here we go. Oh, we still light roll? Bro, what is this? Why do we still light roll? What is going on here, dude? Oh my god, we light roll? Dude, that is nasty, man. Bro, that is nasty. What the... Dude, I was expecting, like, that we might not even be able to leverage that. No freaking way. We might even be able to reach freaking... Oh my god, we can light roll and have our poise. Bro, no way. Oh my god, we light roll with this? There's no way, dude. Oh my god. This is crazy. Bro, we go full third-degree light roll? What is this, dude? I don't understand. That's crazy, dude. We light roll with full verdigris. Okay, you know what? We might not go full verdigris because when our physic wear off, we're dead. We're actually dead. So let's see. Let's see how far we can go. Like being heavy load here. Like that. Like, we might do this. Because at least, you know, like, when our physic wears off, we're not, like, fucked. You know what I mean? Like, we could go full verdigris and light roll. That's the crazy part. It's just that when the physic wears off, you still want to be able to run. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Otherwise, that's gonna kill you. Okay, so this is gonna be our armor. We're gonna have to set up the inventory for this, though. You can't just willy-nilly that stuff. Dude, that is crazy. I didn't know you could do that. That's nasty, man. Wait a second. Inventory's nuts. Okay, there you go. Order of acquisition. And so we might want to like, we're gonna put the armor right next to each other so we can swap to them very quickly. Also, we won't need those anymore. So we want this next to verdigris. Okay. Then the arms, we want this one. Like that. Same thing for the legs. Like that. Okay, now we should be good to go with the armors. Now we just need to set up the inventory for the weapons. Let's see what melee weapon we can have here. Literally just got here and you're light rolling with full verdigris at 14 endurance. Yeah, I didn't know that shit was that dumb, dude. Like, that physic is so stupid. Okay, so for our base weapon, do I not have a Wakizashi here? I don't have an extra Wakizashi there. I have to take this one. Take this. This here. Probably a Misericord. Probably a full roll, just a VHS swap. maybe a Chris dagger. Like, we don't need a bunch of weapons, but it's just to have some things. We're probably not going to use weapons for the most part. I can still use TS, weirdly enough. Leveled Rogue, thank you so much for the resub for 2 months, man. Welcome back. Yeah, we can grab like 1 TS. I don't even know if TS stock does more damage here. Okay, what else is there? We can use Shemshir. We're not going to use it, but we can use it. I'm mostly curious to see like what we can actually use. We can use the back end blades. We can use the hand axe. Huh. Use a lot of stuff. Surprisingly. There's a lot of good weapons that don't require like any investment whatsoever. We can actually use Hype Armor, guys. we can use Hype Armor here. We can't... Dude, I think we can use the Stone Club if we just two-hand it. Bro, I'm grabbing a Stone Club. Can't use the Scepter because it requires some dex, but it's fine. Oh, my monitor just turned off. Let me unplug and replug the cables. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Okay, what else do we got? We could use spears, but quite frankly... Oh shit, we can have Claimant Harpoon, why not? Double code Claimant Harpoon. Can have some halberd. Dude, we can have so many weapons, that's crazy. Can even have sight with two-hand. All the fist weapons. Guitar even, like you said earlier. I mean, guys, like, seriously, we can... Probably gonna get a Venomous Fang just for the poison, just to have an option against people that are very latent. Not gonna use most of that stuff, but it's quite crazy to see that we can use all these weapons. That's a lot of weapons. Okay, let's do this. Trying to think of like an inventory that we can make. I think we're gonna have a blind spot swap, a blind spot swap, a Wakazashi swap, a Chris. What's the R2? Like this one, a Chris swap, and maybe like another one. Maybe like yeah, like a what's it called? A Storm Assault. Yeah, let's do that. I'm also gonna put the staffs in the box. And I'm gonna grab a Golem Greybolt. Even though we cannot use it with the stats, the point of having Golem is just to knock people off of stuff. We don't even care about the damage. Even without the damage, the tool is too useful not to have. Okay, let's start. let's make this inventory. First of all, gotta make sure the page is even. We can remove one. We can remove these two and this. Okay, replace with temporary weapon here. And the inventory here should be even. Alright, let's start with two weapons that we likely won't use, but we need. We're gonna start with the Star Fist, the classic. For 2 tick up, we're gonna go with Bone Bow here. And then Golem Great Bow. And then we want the Meteorite. No, I think with the Meteorite needs to be a swap instead. I'm gonna keep the staffs out of this for now. Need another weapon here. Just put these two here. We're gonna put 2 temporary weapons to represent these. So we need another one to finish the row. I have to think here. Let's go with the poisonous fang. Okay, now for 2 more weapons that we likely won't use much, but it's nice to have them. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back. All right. We are back. Where were we at? Okay, gonna do this. Our top weapon swap is going to be, you know what, let's go for a back end blade blind spot. Our two more weapons here. Let's go for the hyper armor that we cannot use, or we're gonna go for a halberd. Another weapon here. Go with this. Okay, now our side swaps. This is where it starts to get interesting. We're probably gonna think about our staffs here. Okay, for the staffs, I think this is what I want. These three here. I'm gonna put 3 weapons that are gonna represent these. Well, technically, we always have in the off end the blue set, and we're gonna swap to or from the Meteoric ore for that extra damage. Now it's gonna be the halberd, and then another one, another swap here. What could it be? I mean, you know what? Let's go. Let's put Chris here, and for the bottom swap, we're just gonna go with Ender. Bottom swap is just gonna be Ender. Gonna be in there with like Wakazashi or BHS Wakazashi. Let's go BHS Wakazashi, and 2 ticks down is gonna be like Ender. Ender hand axe. You know what? Yeah, Ender hand axe for the bottom. Okay. Okay, now we put in, let's go with these 2. The Wakazashi. 2 more weapons. Put this here. We need 2 more weapons. Let's go with this. Actually, you know what? Oh. Okay, I already have all of these in the inventory already. Okay, well, it's gonna be that. And this, then two last weapons. We just need 2 more weapons. We're gonna go with another Wakazashi and this. Okay. That's gonna be the inventory. So to finish this, we remove the temporary weapons. And the inventory should line up. And it does. Just like that. Alright, now we just need to infuse our weapons and we should be good to go. Start with this one. It's always good to have the first one magic here. Oh, I almost forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. Change this to magic. 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 This one. This one we want We want poison. It's really just for the purpose of poisoning people. I need to think what I want with it. I think I just want BHS. It's really just, I mean, we might not even use it, but if we ever need poison. This one, magic, and this one is going to be frost with the ash. If I can find it. There it is, okay. The back end blade, not this one. We want blind spot, magic. First halberd, for the site. No, well, let's go BHS. I don't think we're gonna use the site anyway. This one we want Storm Assault. These are gonna be like 1 Ender, 1 BHS. Or actually, no, one Storm Stomp, 1 BHS. Oh no, I want them frost, that's right. Okay, now this one, BHS. Magic. Oh, for the Shamshir. The Shamshir, what do we have with the Shamshir? You know what, let's go simple. What's it called? Sword Dance. This is gonna be Endure. Not this one. There you go. And we're pretty much done here. We're gonna be good to go. Alright. And when we drink our physic, we still light roll, but it's so stupid, man. This is ridiculous. Alright. Let's try this. We don't want this. Probably don't want this either. Remove this here. Let's grab 4 of these. 2 of these and some of these as well. No, that's not what I wanted. This frost goes here, and rancor goes here. There you go. We're all set, guys. Let's do this. Let's try this out. Yeah, we go 97 Ant Nicola. This is it, man. Dude, I only put 2 spells. I only put 2 spells. Oh my god. We forgot to allocate our spells because we only need 2. That's why. I got confused with the elevator there. Oh man. I love how the other spells are just like the non-important part of the build, you know, like he can use every magic spell in the magic spells in the game, but they're not even worth it. The other spells would come in handy here. This is not a 1v1 build, by the way. If you have someone paying attention to you like that and they can like run backward away from the spells, your spells are not going to help you there. That's why we actually need more than just these two spells. Because if we 1v1, you kind of want to have like maybe like a star shower, a great blade phalanx, especially, honestly. Actually, yeah, let's grab a phalanx. Grab a phalanx. Trying to think, like, do I want other spells closer than that? I think instead of the phalanx, I'll probably grab like slicer into piercer, and then phalanx, and actually we don't need the twin moon. I really don't. It's pointless. Unseen form could be useful coupled with the other thing. The or Ice Storm is pointless. You can just put Gravitational Missile on the ground. I think here, like, is there anything else that we want? Maybe, like, a Swift Shard. Actually, if anything, I should put the Swift Shard here. Just as a finisher, like, after these two moves, if necessary. And then, oops. This here, this here, and then invisibility and also bestial vitality for the support. Bestial vitality is more important than most of these spells, if I'm being totally honest. Okay, we're good to go now. Comet can be strong. That's a good point. I might actually replace one of these for Comet. Let's see what we have again. We have the Chris Dagger, though. You can use Chris Dagger for the Comet. Because honestly, I would not really replace any of these for Comet, if I'm being totally honest. It's like if we want a Comet, oops, we do that. It doesn't have that much range though, I'll concede that. I like my spells right now, I don't think I would change any of them. Like you need the 2 support spells at the end. Not the same Yai as just a second ago. Like literally. That's why you have that shard, guys. Pretty nasty build. Right. By the way, the reason why we didn't two-shot that guy is because when we have the dagger in hand, we're not buffed by the Midoric or staff, right? That's kind of the thing. Full squadron. Also, I should buff with this. There's no reason not to. There's no downside. Oh my god, the damage is real, guys. The damage is real. It's very real. Oh my god. Bro. Why do I even bother invading with all these melee weapons, man? That is nuts, dude. That's actually nuts. So every time I did gravitational missile, I went with a more like I say balanced, but it was like a very good, like well-crafted all-around magic build with 80 int. So 80 int, you know, like 88 poise. Like now the difference is we're light rolling, we're using the equip load physic, we're using the magic physic, and we have 97 intelligence instead of 80. And we're using the Lusat staff instead of Azure. Like before we used Azure, now we're using Lusat. Quite frankly, I think the damage difference is worth it. Lusat is worth it, I mean. The light roll on top of that. Bro, the light roll is so easy to escape shit. This is nasty, man. What the hell? This is not okay, dude. What level is this? This is 150. I'm at 150 right now. I think until this point I really missed out. I should have been using Lusat from the get-go. Yeah, I have 97 int. Look at this. And by the way, the build is not optimal because, you know, you could have Prisoner starting class and this would be better with Prisoner. This is kind of nasty. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's not a build for a 1v1 because, you know, you don't have your eel near death. You know, like your eel near death, your defense, and you know if people are looking at you, like the gravitational missile is not gonna do you any good. Especially given how you can run away from it in like 90% of areas. Unless you're invading interiors, it's not going to help you in a 1v1. But for team fights and for any interior invasions against multiple people, this is the build. This really is it. For interior spaces, I think this is probably maybe not the best variation, but like a build around gravitational missile is the way to go for interior invasions. Also, the light roll is very useful so far. I'm noticing the light roll being like tremendously useful. because there's 3 players. Wow. Didn't have a chance to do anything. At least in 1v1 you have light roll so people can't pressure you. Yeah. Although I'm gonna be honest, I don't think light roll is that good in the hands of a good player in a 1v1. Unless there's no downside to it. Of course, like if you compare like light roll to mid roll and there's, you know, no downside between the two, like with the physic, like of course light roll is better here. But like light roll benefits people who panic roll. And also in invasions, it benefits good players as well, because what matters is the distance you create. That's what most important, like that prevents you from getting run down. The light roll in invasions is tremendous because of the distance. Oh, you got clipped by this. Okay, well, that's GG. Didn't hit him. I'm gonna swap this, put this ash on top here instead of this one. Quicker access to it. Because against shields, it's a good ash to have. Just gonna exchange this ash here for this one, and this one for this one. Because against shields, it's really nice to have the spin. Oh, do you have that many runes? Oh, when you PvP a lot, like runes are not an issue anymore. Like this number will go to 0, then back up, you know, it doesn't matter. Oh, Odium, don't say that. That's horrible. Oh, don't give the fucking these stupid sites any more attention than they deserve. We killed the host by accident. This is so dumb. We just killed the host by accident, man. He just ran into it. You can't make that stuff up. Oh my god. We one-shot the host by accident nonetheless. God damn it, man. This is so funny. It's so absurd. It really is absurd. Like, absurd is the correct word. It's the most accurate way to put it. Like, legitimately, as far as invasion builds, like, this is up there. Like, a gravitational... Maybe not this one in particular, but a gravitational missile-centered build is the way to go. It's just way too strong. Completely busted. And let's not forget about Blades of Stone. Like, we don't mention it, but Blades of Stone can easily one-tap people. And you know what I'm gonna do here? Did I do it in the wrong order? I don't know anymore if it's the right order or not. They can't lock onto me. Insane. Dude, that light roll is... Ew. That's this. Still gotta be careful. I think it's time we move a little bit. Also out of blue. Out of blue, and that's it. It's bad timing. For him, I mean. It's Assassin Gambit first and then Unseen Form. Okay, thanks, Odium. I forgot which one was used first. I don't really use it very often. I was starting to consider like switching back to light armor because you don't want to get caught like fat rolling. These invasion builds are so effective against PvE too. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. But yeah, the reason why our build was not as effective last invasion, it's because it was not a closed area. Like, sure, it was an interior, but it was just a big open area, so you can't, like, gravitational missile off of walls there, you know? So it's not as effective. Full squadron. saved. Better pot wins. The double kill. This is crazy, man. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna put one extra blue juice here. Yeah, you don't have to actively wield the meteoric staff, so it's better to two-hand Lusat because you get to be able to block with it. And yes, Lusat just does best damage for any staff, unless you're at max level with 99 everything, then I think it's like the Prince staff. I think is better there. You have like a bunch of stats everywhere and you don't really have a build. It's just 99 and everything, but if you're on magic, it's always going to be Lusat that does most damage. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, dude, I forgot about it. We should have the spin weapon. Oh my god, I cannot believe we're not using the spin staff. But we need to remedy this right now. We're going to change the inventory real quick. Thank god you made me think about it. We need that spin staff, guys. This is like one of the best thing. So we need the spin staff. We're gonna replace Azure staff. So we're gonna replace these three here. Let's just me double check my inventory here. Okay, so everything's starting from the Storm Assault Halberd. Just this one. So here we go Meteoric Staff, the Spin Staff now, and Lusat. We're gonna ditch Azure, and then everything from the Halberd onward. And yep, our inventory fits, and now we have the spin staff. Or wait, god damn it, I confused the two. We don't want this. We want this instead. Let's do that again. Okay, now we should be good to go. Yep. Because we want to have Lusat in the offense so that when we swap to something else, we still have high damage for the other spells. Because if we have Meteoric Ore in the offense, like when we swap to, like, let's say Dagger, then our offense staff is going to be the Meteoric one, which will do low damage. So we always want to have Lusat, basically. That's the idea. Alright. Also, yeah, we still light roll. We do that. Perfect. Okay. And meteoric ore is 4.5 unit, actually. That's pretty high. Like the spinning weapon, it's like you can 2-tap someone with that spinning weapon. You could try the offhand Azure for faster casting. Like, that's the thing. Like, I tried this build in the past, and my version was, like you said, it was more balanced. Instead of Lusat, I was using Azure. So, sacrificing a bit of the extra damage Lusat gives for faster casting speed, but I realized that, quite frankly, my casting speed here is at the minimum. Like, I don't even have any casting speed, and you don't really notice it for these spells. Like, the casting speed is not even that important. So you might as well just go for the raw damage, the damage that makes people get 1-tap or 2-tap. Just commit fully to the damage. I think that's best. Like, if I was to remake this build, like, more intelligently, like, more balanced, I'd pretty much do what I did in the past with the 80 int and some armor. The difference is I'd be using Lusat instead of Azure. And I might be trying to sneak in an 18 mind as well. So I feel like 18 mind is much more comfortable for invasions than 16 mind. The 2 players. What's great about this is that my heavy armor. Hello? We just one-tapped the host. Even though the guy had gravitational missile behind us. Dude, the host, like, the ambush didn't work, but the host got hit for 1500. Like, just for the first part of the spell. And then the second part, like, just completely overkill. You know, like, doing, like, another... Like, you could probably kill the host twice with the full spell, because fully charged Blades of Stone hits 3 times, guys. And we did, like, 1500 just for the first part. That's crazy. Honestly, I'm thinking Blade of Stones might even be better than Gravitational Missile for invasions. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Maybe Gravitational Missile is better. But man, Blades of Stone is like the sleeper broken, really. Like, the Blades of Stone is so broken and it gets overshadowed by Gravitational Missile, but it's just as busted. Because it's a one-shot if you get it. It's like you hit it once and then they die. Like, even good player in, like, optimal armor, like, they get hit by the full thing, they die. They're not surviving it. So that's very useful to have, like, an actual one-tap spell here. 2 players. Let's just give this guy a it's kind of bad for him. Bro is just too clueless. He's not even worth killing. When I see new players that are clearly new and they're not attacking me, like, I don't really feel the need to kill them. It's just like, we already know what's gonna happen. It's not even worth it. Let's just, you know, move on. Let them do their thing. They're gonna die to the boss either way. Oh, it's the same ambush, guys, as a second ago. Nice ambush, bro. Run to the fog now. Bro, this is so funny, man. This is actually so funny, dude. Bro, they tried the same exact ambush as last time. I love how we ambushed the ambusher. That's so funny, man. It's such a cartoon moment. Like actual cartoon. Oh man. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, it's more fun to play with this broken build than trying to skillfully maneuver my way through to a 3v1 or I mean a 1v3 with like name whatever melee weapon comes to mind. Like, this is just more fun to play with. Oh nice, we have a teammate. Oh, the teammate is dead. They both have bleed. He has a bleed trusting sword, which is my most broken 1v1 build. Okay, we have a teammate. Insane fight. Is it more fun or less frustrating? That's a good point, Daylight. I think Daylight, it's less frustrating because you told me to go light roll. Light roll just, you know, it allows you to just get out of everything, and so you don't get frustrated as much. Is one roll and you're out of the danger zone. You're ruining my skill one comment at a time, bro. Don't worry. You know, my skill will be back once we get a good game. Now we're just in some sort of limbo until the next thing. The skill is on pause right now. Yo, Gundeck, thank you so much for the prime, man. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Okay, how many players we got? 2 players. Got 2 players and they're both running. Quite frankly, I think we might be able to kill this Phantom with just the pebble. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we just do that. The host should be okay. Good. Yes. thought he went forward, but he turned around. He's just on his runner arc. Only he knows where he's going. Dude, our pot doing 1,000 damage though? Dude, our big pot's doing an absurd amount of damage, dude. 1,000 damage for a magic pot. That's freaking nasty. Because these pots are very easy to use in invasions. Do pots scale? Yeah, they do. They scale with different stats depending on which one you're using. Apparently, though, that magic pot has tremendous scaling all the way up to what we have, which is 97 intelligence, which is probably why the pot. Dude, you know what? I think the reason our pot does so much damage is it probably doesn't have a soft cap, right? It probably scales. I'm take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't actually know, but I suspect it might scale like linear with the amount of intelligence you have. Like maybe there's no drop off. That might be why it does so much. Because you know, like with most weapons, with most you know, spells, whatever, it's like you're gonna have a soft cap at, like, you know, you name it, like 54 for 200 strength, and then 80. You know, maybe those big pots don't have that soft cap. Maybe it just keeps on doing more damage the more you have. Could be a thing. That would explain the crazy damage that this pot had. Because 1,000 damage is quite nasty. Yo, Chirico, how you doing, bro? But keep what I say with a grain of salt. I don't actually know if it scales linearly. The big pots, I mean. I just suspect that it might, given the crazy damage we were doing. We invaded Spider-Man. Invaded Spider-Man, and we might have to go around. Yeah. And here. Alright, we're gonna go around. Guys, I learned about this route recently. Forgot who told me. I think it was Steel. Told me about this. Need to drop on the top though, otherwise you'll die. This is to go through the gate when it's closed. It's a detour, but if you try to respawn with the finger, it's kind of hard to spawn on the other side of the gate. Like, more often than not, it spawns you in the exact same spot, so better to just go around right away instead of wasting your time trying to get a favorable respawn. We just one-tapped him, and he tried to jump it. It's so sad. I find it so crazy that, like, guys, like, you know how it is in this game, right? Like, you can, like, stack every single buff you can, you know, like, you poison stack, you know, you just buff with a bunch of things, and then you can reach, like, absurd damage with nearly anything. The thing with this is, like, I'm not even buffing. All I'm doing is drinking my physic, and then that's it. That's all. I'm just drinking my physic and that's the damage I'm getting. Like, sure, we're using boiled crab, but, you know, that's optional. Has nothing to do with the damage, obviously. So that's the crazy part about this. It's like you get that damage and your only buff is your physic. That's it. Also, I'm not sure why I never thought of statting the Graven Skull and Mass Talisman. You mean these two? The thing is, like, the Graven Skull is not really worth it if your build is more balanced. Like, the damage it gives you is not that much of a difference. It starts to matter more the higher your base damage is. So basically, like, once you have like 80 int plus, then it starts to matter. But most of the time, if you have under 80 int, the talisman that gives you 5 intelligence is usually giving you more damage than the skull one. So that's something you should keep in mind. That's another thing that I think it was B-Fuzz who told me that recently. God, light roll. Thank God, dude, light roll is so busted. I just escaped what would be a very dangerous situation. His wonders. There you go. Oops. Those poison arrows are kind of annoying. Well, Bone Bow is broken in its own way. Not the same type of broken as Gravitational Missile. Like Bone Bow is one of the hardest thing to deal with as an invader. It forces you to use Assassin's Gambit. That's the whole reason everyone carries Assassin's Gambit in the first place, because of Bone Bow. Because Bone Bow is unmanageable without it. In fact, I think I should have Assassin's Gambit where the sight is right here to have it closer. I wanted to make my inventory properly here. Where are we here? Oh yeah, never mind. 3 players. Three players and our stam is depleting from the get-go, which means that they're probably nearby in combat. probably best to just be on the safe side, have this at least. Not waste our physic until we get to them, because our physic is still on a timer. We don't want to use it when we're not near them. But the crab, we can just use an infinite amount. You know what? Up or down there. What the hell? Oh, they... Wait, what? They killed the boss above it, I guess? I thought they were down, not up. That's interesting. I was not expecting the invasion to end. Yeah, one of them was probably up and killed the boss, while the others were down. That's probably what happened. Good point. Yeah, there's nothing you can do to stop them from killing the boss here. Just like you can't prevent people from fog walling you most of the time. How's the temperature in Canada? It was very rainy for, you know, the best part of summer, but other than that, it's, you know, pretty much in line with what it usually is. Very rainy this season. More than usual, I mean. Yo, Faded. Faded, you will appreciate this amazing build where we just, like, one-tap people without any strings attached to it. Been pretty sunny here in the west. Yo, Teach, how you doing, bro? Teach, where are you at right now? Are you in the BC? Survivability is probably shit. Here's my secret, Faded. In this physic lies a secret. Ew. But yeah, survivability is actually pretty good purely because we can light roll. It doesn't have the best defense, but that stupid physic allows us to have 88 poise light roll. Heavy armor, it's completely busted. And I could go light roll full verdigris 100 poise. The only reason why I'm not doing that is that if my physic ever ends, I don't want to be overburdened. Like, I don't mind being, like, overloaded, but not, like, overburdened. Overburden is too much. Okay, he's alone. Insane ambush. Well, that's the build. It's so busted, man. It actually is so broken. To be fair, it's not a 1v1 build. Like, it's not, but for invasions? For invasions, this shit is great. Especially for interior spaces, you know? Like, in the open world where people can back up forever, it's not gonna do you any good, really, but if you invade any interior, that's probably your best chance at winning in the whole game. Like, if you invade an interior space and you have this sort of build, I'm not saying this build in particular, but this type of build where you have a damage-focused gravitational missile. Gravitational missile is downright your best weapon for interior space invasions. It beats everything. For invasions, not in the open world, I think it's the best tool. And let's not forget Blades of Stone, who always gets overshadowed by Gravitational Missile. Blades of Stone is the actual one-shot. You land the whole Blades of Stone, and that's it. That's GG. Like, no one survives it if all 3 hits. Yo, Russ, you remember that one mage the other day? Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I have 97 intelligence. Oh, man. I got inspired by the mage we encountered the other day. But, Rust, here's my secret. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. We still light roll with this. GG. It's a very good fight. And you have all of that, and you light roll with fucking verdigris. And dude, I was in shock earlier when I was testing the light roll. Like, I was like, dude, like, I was expecting to not be able to light roll with verdigris, but turns out you can. Dude, okay, one sec. I'm so excited right now. I have 14 endurance, okay? I have 14 endurance. And right now I'm overburdened full verdigris. Just with the physics, you don't mid-roll, you light roll, dude. Like, it doesn't make any sense. 14 endurance? 14 endurance? Full verdigris and you light roll? I do not understand that part. Like, this game is just nuts. That doesn't make any sense to me. But the reason why I'm not going full verdigris is, as you probably guessed, if my physics runs out, I don't want to be stuck in like a like in an overburdened state, right? Like, if my physics runs out, like, I'm pretty much dead here, right? Like, if I'm like that. So at least I needed the max I could get to at least be able to fat roll and run, just to give me time to switch back to because it's pretty much a guaranteed death if my physics runs out and I'm in full verdigris. So I don't think it's really worth that extra poison defense. I would rather have the scaled gauntlet there, just to not be like a sitting duck the moment the physics runs off, which has not happened yet. Everyone died you know, before the physics could run out. But you know, you never know, like, you have someone running away or whatever. You mid-roll if you take off Great Jar? Good question. I think I definitely mid-roll if I take off Great Jar for the light armor. But this build is like the pinnacle of everything broken, like mashed together, with a bit of absurdity with the unnecessary 97 int. Should have started with this one here. Preventing me from brain fart. Gotta be careful about the arrow. Gotta keep my health high here. Okay, that might be it. Oh. They killed the boss. That doesn't send me? Oh, it's not a boss, it's an enemy. We missed our chance to kill one here though. We would like to be in a spot where we have some form of like this. This is good here. Something like that. And God right there. Bro, light roll is saving my ass so badly. This is crazy. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna pop one of these. Pop one of these. Go here. And just one tap both of them. And our physic wore off. I'm fat rolling though, I'm not. Oh no, wait. No, I wasn't fat rolling, I was overburdened. Why is that? I changed something? No. Not sure what happened there. Interesting. That was weird. Yeah, I just like heavy roll or like didn't roll there for whatever reason. I don't quite understand. I was not overburdened whatsoever. I didn't have anything else equipped. Same thing as usual. Yo, Owen. How you doing, man? Thanks for the raid. Yo, Steel. Actually having a blast with this tonight. You guys are gonna be impressed with the skills on display tonight. It's one of those nights where I feel skillful. I equipped Clayman Harpoon while swapping for a second. Oh, thanks, Audium. Yeah, that would explain it. Probably in the boss room here, I assume. No, they're probably up here, actually. They're not down there. Nope, never mind. They are. Here's my secret, guys. You just break their weapons. Oh, they're just gonna fog roll. Smart decision, yeah. Don't want to invade with this to start with, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 97 intelligence is not necessary. You could have 99 here if you were starting with prisoner, which I would, but you know, maybe next time, maybe next game. Technically, this is like a 99 int build. Not a 1v1 build, but you know, the damage is so stupid that it still works. Oh. No roll there. I don't know if he couldn't. Make sure there's no blue around. Doesn't look like it. Catch him. See the blue anywhere? Oh, another red. Would a Zerg Glintstone work in this build in regards for faster cast speed? Here's the thing, right? It's not the first time I do this build. Last time I did this, what I had was basically like no light roll physic. Like I had basically 88 poise, like I had like something like that. So I had like 88 poise like this, 80 int, Azure staff, and like similar spell, a similar talisman. So basically this exact same build, but little different variation, like more balanced, so to speak, with Azure staff. And I'll say that quite frankly, the casting speed is not really that important. I'll say that I think Lusat for the damage you get is more important than Azure. So, although, you know, it's going to be arguable whether you need like 99 int or 97 int. I mean, I just went for it for the meme, for the max damage. But I think if you were to make this build, like seriously, of course the light roll physic is busted. But I'd probably remake this build at 80 int, and I would switch Azure Staff to Lusat instead for like my normal build. That's what I would go for if I was to remake this like more in a little bit more balanced way. You're gonna lose some damage, but like this just goes like transcends all the meme about mages, you know, like light roll physic, like 99 int or 97 in our case. You'd get 99 if you had prisoner starting class, but this is basically like all the memes about mages in one build. It's good to have both staff and an inventory so you can swap if you need to spend less FP. That's the thing. I don't think it's even... That's what I thought. Like, what you're saying is absolutely right in a sense that this is what I thought before. Like, I build my build around what you just said there, but I realized over time that it's not really worth it. He clipped us here, I didn't expect that. My gravitational missile blocks my own view. there's a blue in there. Oh. Can't expect duels with blues on. Bro. Okay, I can't do that too much. Oh, he early hit that, and that comboed. Let's go, since he's light rolling, let's go with that. Dude, even TS cannot catch the light roll. Need to kill him before physic wears off. Delayed it. God damn it, man. Ah, it's my fault. I block canceled it. Got killed by this terrible player because I stupidly block cancel. I have right, like he cannot parry me if I do like running into R1 right away, but I blocked in between it, so he had time to parry there because of that. That's just muscle memory there, unfortunately. That cost me the game. But yeah, it's not a good build to duel though. You can lose to bad players like that. And again, like the gravitational missile is not useful whatsoever in open space, like I mentioned earlier. So the whole build, like everything you have is just basically useless. What I should do though, when I get into 1v1 situation like that, is I should swap my talisman for melee and just forget about the spells and just go melee. That's what I should do. Sucks that we had to lose to a terrible player like that, though. the game is just made badly and rewards scrubs. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt about that, but this was avoidable. It's just, again, you know, it's my mistake in a sense that my muscle memory just, you know, I hold the block button like very often to mix up my timing and cancel animations, and it just happened to be like not, you couldn't do that at that very moment. Like I knew he was going for a parry, but the muscle memory took over the brain basically. Not dead. Oh, he is. Did like 2,000 damage to the guy who survived. It's pretty high. Players. I'll wall too quickly. Oh, I got to swap one little detail. We're mid-rolling down. We had only the armor swap. That's interesting. Players probably gonna get farwalled again. No, they're inside the boss room already. That. There you go. We won before I could get out. Do you feel a difference? I mean, the game is quite dead in general, but I mean, I can't really save. I mean, the game is old now, like it's... gonna be hard to say if like it makes a difference or not, or if it's just because the game's getting old. And also, most of the invasions we get when I'm on like that, it's people watching the stream either way, so... I can't really tell you. And most of the invasions we get are fog walls. There's that too. Is it 4 years now? It's 4 years and a half, dude. It's even more than 4 years. But I mean, like, today the activity is not that bad. Today it's not that bad, but usually, like, it takes way longer than that. Today, you know, it's decent. Or tonight, I should say, it's pretty decent. But, like, usually it's, you know, we can go on, like, good 15 minutes without invasions, most streams. Just rambling. Don't worry, the horse skins will boost activity. Well, the new starting class definitely should. To be quite honest, though, like, I think we waited too long for Tarnished. Like, I'm not even sure I'm gonna make new characters anymore. Like, it feels like a hassle just playing this game. I'm not even sure I'm gonna make a new character. I would've, like, if Tarnished came out, like, you know, 4 months ago, I would've. But now it's like, you know, we have Duskblood, like, right around the corner. Like, do I really care about making new builds in Elden Ring? Not really. Is it even worth it at 150? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that right now, we're not even using prisoner starting class. Like, the difference is minuscule. That's not what I wanted. Yup, what it? That's not what I wanted either. Oh my god. Planning on having that gravitational missile protect me while I go up. He's going up already. He's fighting the thing. He might poggle me. Thunderstone with chat would be nice. Well, I mean, wouldn't be too bad, but like genuinely, like I feel like playing Elden Ring is a waste of time. Like it really, if it wasn't for the channel, I would not be playing. I'm just so eager for something else to come along. I really hope Duskblood is not half bad. Hopefully it's decent enough to keep her attention for at least a month. Anything else more than that is a bonus. Gil, did you try that Mistfall game that everyone and their mother is playing right now? Did you try that? I'm tempted to try it, but at the same time, it's like it comes out at a very bad time. It's like Duskblood is like right there. It's like, and that Mistfall game, like if you go for that, you're gonna have to commit hard to it, and it doesn't look all that fun. Like it looks like a fun little side activity here and there, but doesn't look like a game that's worth committing to. But I haven't played it, so I don't know. Knowing you, you won't like it? Okay, well you played it. Definitely looks like it has very little spacing. And it looks like a spam fest. And it looks like a runner fest. But it's something. You played it for 2 hours and refunded? Okay, yeah. So far, like the people that played Souls, like I talked with Gabri recently. Gabri played it. He didn't really like it all that much either. He said that the bar is so low for Souls PvP games, or like Souls-like PvP type games, that the bar is so low right now that people are playing Mistfall like crazy. He said even though it's really not that special. Didn't say it like that, but that's pretty much what I got from it. Was left with 10 HP. We would have killed him if we had 99 in instead of 97. There's no spacing. Combat is like about abilities and rotation. It's more like an MMO. Sounds boring. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I like the fact that you aim your attacks. I think that looks interesting, but aside from that, it's like you said, it looks like a lot of like knowing which ability to use one after the other. 3 players, 2 players. 2 players, and we might not be in the right zone. In a typical Elden Ring fashion, we got spawned on the wrong map. They're like completely elsewhere. They're like over there above. After like 5-6 dodges, you can't dodge at all. I mean, it recovers very slowly. Like I've watched some quote-unquote like high-level fight, and it doesn't look all that skillful once people get the hang of it. That's just the impression I got though. At least they died together. Also, that Mistfall, it looks like it has a lot of chasing people around. Like, it looks like chasing people is like one of these things that is like almost unavoidable. You're gonna have to run after people like crazy. And some classes are like, it looks like the rogue is like a pain in the ass to just catch up to. And also, I think the biggest reason why I don't think I'll really touch this game is it's ugly, man. The art direction is like legitimately like garbage in Mistfall. Like it's the most generic ass looking game you can think of. It's like one of the uglier game as far as graphics. If like generic was a game, it's definitely Mistfall. Just like that high guard shit, like to me they look the same. I think that's one of my biggest thing about it. Gotta be careful, one too many of those and we get out. Oh, we got a teammate. There you go. Oh, we got Otto. Nice. This should be good. Nope, that's not what I wanted. If he had Bloody Slash, it would have been over. I mean, if he was half decent, it would have been over. Like, probably the easiest thing in the game to kill someone that is no poise with a twin blade. That's like the easiest thing to do. But the guy is not very good, so that's what happened. It's a little bit of a low IQ remark. You know, like, if he killed you in one hit, you would have died. Yeah, basically, it's like, you know. Yeah, boy, no comment. People die when they're killed? That's very true. If you wouldn't kill him, he would have killed you. You guys are on fire tonight. But I mean, you guys get the idea, right? Like, you know, like, these would have, could have, should have. It's. If he killed you, you would have killed it. You would not have killed him. Average NFL commentators for real, though. That's so true, actually. Wait. Daylight said, like, someone who doesn't like Souls and like a massive Skyrim fan and only plays Skyrim was tasked by corporate to make Souls like. Um, Watching the trailer right now. Oh, you mean the trailer for Mistfall? Don't get me wrong, like I'm like the gameplay looks interesting. It looks different and it looks interesting. So I don't want to shit on the gameplay without having played it, because quite frankly I can't really compare the Mistfall game to like anything that I've played. From the looks of it, it looks like it plays differently. But you know, I don't think I would enjoy playing it just because the game's just too ugly. Not a bad game mechanically, it's just it isn't Souls-like, and not sure why people say it is. Yeah, that makes sense, but not being Souls-like is not necessarily a bad thing, which I think that's what you're referring to as well. But like the thing with Mistfall is it looks like the type of game that, you know, you're gonna have to commit to it. Like you're gonna have to fully commit to the game. And I don't feel like this is the type of game I want to commit for the long term. I really don't think it is. I feel like it might be one of those games that really doesn't last very long. And it's also very ugly, and I feel like that's the type of game that once you get good at it, you realize that the balance is utter dog shit. It's gonna be like one of those, you know, where it doesn't feel like it's worth the play. That's what I fear. Like, I don't think I would hate it if I played it, but I don't want to commit to it, and I feel like you'd have to commit to a game like that. Because otherwise it's gonna get frustrating if you don't play like regularly and get good at it. So it's the type of game where you have to get very good at it, and then I'm not sure it's really worth it as well. But again, you know, from an outside perspective, the gameplay doesn't look bad. Like Steel said, it's interesting. At least from my point of view, I'd be interested to at least try it, but I don't want to pay for it. You know, it's not, trying it is not worth 20 bucks for me, or whatever. I think it's 30 Canadian. It's not worth 30 bucks for me to try it. Closer to For Honor than Souls? Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, I say that as someone who played For Honor at launch and won like 5 Major League Gaming tournaments at For Honor when it came out. Really liked it, but I felt like For Honor was doomed because of the unbalance, so I left. But the thing is, Ubisoft did turn around the game apparently after I left, so they did salvage the game, and For Honor went on to have a long life. And so who knows, maybe Mistfall could have the same thing. I just don't think so, because I think on one hand, For Honor, art direction is superb. Like, it's a very good, the game looks good, it's original, it's interesting, doesn't copy from anything. Like, For Honor is a top tier game in my book, whereas Mistfall, you know, the art is really like low tier. It's extremely generic and uninspired. And I have my doubts that the game is going to hold for the long run, but you never know. Again, like, you know, they salvage For Honor, and same thing could happen to any game, really. Like, when For Honor came out, the game was like very, very unbalanced between the class, but it was a lot of fun. Like, the systems and the concept was amazing. And I had a ton of fun doing 2v2 tournaments with my Rainbow Six buddy. Like, my buddy and I just were doing like tournaments left and right and winning most of them. We had a blast with it. And we basically were integrating like strategies from like Rainbow Six. Like our communication was on point. We would call like switch, and then we would switch target like instantly, double team people instantly, or like switch back, like change target. And that communication is basically like what got us like all these tournament wins and all these checks by mail by Activision Blizzard. It was fun though. It was a lot of fun. But you know, For Honor had problems, and I felt like it would be one of those games that it get forgotten. But I was wrong. It wasn't. It had problems. Ubisoft fixed it, and For Honor went on to live like a very long life. It was a very good concept, and it paid off ultimately. I think the only thing that I would have liked if For Honor had it is spacing. For Honor is one of these games that, you know, there's that strong magnet effect, but if they just didn't have that magnet effect, spacing would be there, you know? Spacing could be like that one thing that makes For Honor even more skillful. Where am I here? I don't even know where I am. Let's just start over. Okay. You need a proper parent studio though, not Ubisoft. Yeah, I mean Ubisoft nowadays is just, you know, if you want a bad studio, not gonna be easy to find, but Ubisoft is one of the worst ones these days for sure. Can I jump here in some capacity? Now I'm kind of curious. Doesn't look like it. Oh. Oh. Yo, we can? That's a pretty neat spot. That's nice. Well, the more you know. And they go down. Typical. Oh, they left the holes. They're not even there anymore. This is gonna go up. Or too late. Oh, they're here. Okay, well. Well, that's unfortunate. Gonna bubble up. Have sleep pots. And probably endure. Not sure why the host was the frontliner. Should have sent someone else than the host on the front line. Berserker on For Honor launch was fun to play with the feints and shit. Berserker was broken at launch. It was the best class. For Honor at launch, best class was Berserker. On console, the Peacekeeper was also the best class. Like both of them kind of traded below, but overall Berserker was strongest. It was like quite broken, but I mean at launch there was a lot of broken shit. Like at launch, Nobushi had like a glitch that could basically like kill people with bleed, even if they block your attack. You had the 50-50 with the Shoguki unlock. You know, there was a lot of broken stuff. Your interest for the game went away after the Nubushi unlock deck? Yeah, it was broken. That's how I got beat in one of the 1v1 tourneys. The guy just basically cheesed me with the unlock bleed thing. Forgot exactly what the glitch was, but one of those things where, you know, skill didn't really matter all that much. You guys know me, I was just playing Warden. Warden was one of the better classes, but not the most broken one. It did have the busted 50-50 though. This one. Game is much more balanced nowadays. Oh yeah, I mean, it's not going to be hard to beat with launch. The game at launch was so unbalanced, it's not hard to believe that it's more balanced now. The hole should be around here. Only on the other side. Wrong side. Well, that's unfortunate. Where are they? Oh, there he is. It's my ambush friends. I didn't mean to get a BS there, just wanted the DR1 for the finisher. Dude, I love these guys, they always try to ambush me and it always fails. It's the third time tonight. Is spacing in For Honor? No, there's not, bro. I won 5 tourneys in For Honor. You're not gonna tell me there's spacing. Like, the magnet effect in For Honor is like legitimately insane. Like, to say that there's spacing in For Honor is just not true. Fighting games have actual spacing. I don't know what you're talking about with For Honor. Like, it's not like fighting games. Like, it plays more like fighting games than Souls, but like fighting games actually have spacing. For Honor doesn't. Like, you're like, the whole thing you said is just plain wrong on like every level. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You're not sure what I mean by spacing? I mean, there's only one form of spacing, man. I don't know how to I don't know how to break it down to you. You've played in tourneys as well, bro. You're not gonna tell me you've played in tourney and you don't know about like what spacing actually is. Like you're not gonna gaslight me into thinking that like I didn't play in tourneys. I won 5 tourneys in For Honor, and you know I can't even count the amount that I've won in Dark Souls 3 or even in Elden Ring. I won one in Elden Ring as well. Yeah, For Honor is mostly about reads and reaction. Read and reaction is mostly what For Honor has. And 50-50s, like obviously knowledge and knowing what you can pull off is definitely a big part of it, but like at a high level, everyone has that. I'm sorry, Chief. Like, I'm not gonna entertain that discussion because it's just what you're saying is just plain not true. So there's no conversation to be had. How many players are we? It's just one guy. We're just running after one guy who's got the worst spawn, but he's far back somewhere. Emulating old games is the way. That's so true, though. Emulating old games is like the gift that keeps on giving, man. These emulators are godsend, dude. They're so cool. Finally, we found one. Alright. It was here the whole time. One spell, guys. That's it. There are some good old games to emulate. I mean, it depends on your taste. Like, there's a lot of good old games. Like, honestly, I like all the old Armored Core games, like from Armored Core 3 onward. The Armored Core 2 and earlier, they're a little too dated because you don't control the mech the same. But from the 3rd generation of Armored Core onward, like all these games are a lot of fun if you like Armored Core. All the Ratchet and Clank games are fun games too. You know, a lot of the old like GBA Pokemon games hold up very well. You know, the Zelda Link to the Past holds up very well too. Like a lot of these GBA games hold up very well. Let me think here. The old Star Wars Battlefront, the original ones, they're both very good. Um, Let me think here. I mean, there's seriously like it depends what you like. Like, you know, if you like Grand Theft Auto, like, you know, they're good games to emulate. Like the old like San Andreas is amazing, but you know, maybe that's not your thing. Like if you like racing games, there's a ton to choose from. Like there's really a lot and a bunch of different genre. Like if you like shooters and like creatures and whatever, like Resistance is a great game to emulate, an old PS3 game. Yeah, it's just a ton to choose from. Like if you like arcade game, there's an arcade game called God Mode who's very fun. Another one of these arcade game, Iron Brigade, very fun. But these are more fun played with friends, so I'm not sure. Not sure if it's possible to play with friends with emulators for these games specifically. I got fog wall here. There's just a ton, honestly, just a ton of games. Like, would be easier if you just, you know, Googled like top 100 games for PlayStation 2 and then top 100 games for Xbox and then top 100 games for Xbox 360, and you just go and top 100 game for Nintendo DS, you know, Nintendo Game Boy Advance, and you just go through these top 100 lists for each platform and you look at what you like Rainbow Six Vegas 2, you know, that's one of these games that Xbox 360 could play that on emulator. You know, I played Rainbow Six Vegas 2 for 8 years, so I don't think I'd play it on emulator. Like, I played this game to that, but the terrorist hunt for single player, dude, that shit's amazing. It's even better if you can play split screen. I think you might be able to play split screen on emulator too, so like if you have a buddy at home, split screen terrorist hunt with Rainbow Six Vegas and Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Top tier, dude. Really fun. Especially on the hardest difficulty. Like, it's actually challenging even for the best players at this game. So it's a lot of fun. And, you know, the story mode is not too bad either. It's pretty good too. Not the story, I mean, but like the just the gameplay. Didn't get anything here. Did I get someone behind me? Am I crazy? Do the light roll. This game is a piece of work. So close. But yeah, like seriously, you're basically asking me like what are the good games that ever came out? That's basically your question when you say like what games are good for emulating. Like there's just so much to choose from that I mean it's hard to answer because of the sheer amount of games that exist. Like I said, you're just better off like just, you know, Google top 100 games for every single platform and then you look at the games that interest you from there. You're gonna be better off doing that. I had tried to tell you about games that are a little more niche and wouldn't show up to this top 100. Like, you know, like an arcade game like God Mode or Iron Brigade. They won't show up there, but they're very fun, good games. Xbox 360, by the way. But a lot of these games are games that are fun, played with a friend, so... Like, if you like car games, I think it was called Motorsports. Like, it came out on PlayStation 3. Like, as someone who didn't like car games, like, that was a lot of fun. It's basically, like, you know, a racing game, but you can pick, like, either a, you know, a small motorcycle that's a little bit more nimble, you know, like a pickup van, a monster truck, and, like, you just... It's a race where everything goes. Like, you basically try to crash people as you race, you know, like Mario Kart style, but a little bit better in my opinion. Like, for those who like racing games, those are absolutely fun to play with friends as well. That's PS3 though, so not sure how the PS3 emulator is coming along, but... Like, again, like, there's just so many answers, so many games. You know, I would say Shadow of the Colossus, but quite frankly, the best way to play the game is not emulator, it's the remake that Bluepoint made. That remake by Bluepoint is way better than the original, because it's basically the exact same game, but with mild better graphics. So, Shadow of the Colossus, probably best played, I think it's the PS4 version. But, you know, when in a few years, when that PS4 emulator gets there, you know, you're gonna be able to play that on emulators too. Unironically, Skyrim. Although, to be fair, I think if you play Skyrim, you should be playing, you know, the actual Skyrim from either GOG or Steam, and have some mods that you like. There's no reason to play Skyrim on an emulator when you can mod it and just make the game way better. Even if you want the vanilla experience, there's still some mods that are undeniably better for the vanilla experience. Like, for me personally, I cannot play Skyrim without the unpaused menu, because in Skyrim it's too easy to cheese the game by just pausing, like pausing the game with opening your menu, drinking potions when you're about to die. It's like, it's hard to die in Skyrim if you can just pause the game and at a moment's notice to just like pull your HP back. So having unpaused menu changes the dynamic of a game like Skyrim like crazy and makes it actually fun and more challenging, especially if you're playing on legendary difficulty. For Skyrim, what boob mods do you use? Bro, you make me want to tell that my fucking Skyrim dick mod story again. Oh, man. So, I told that story already, but it's worth retelling it just for those of you who didn't hear it. Basically, I wanted, you know, I was obsessed with, like, immersion mods in Skyrim, and so I was like, you know, I feel like these underwears are not realistic. I feel like these people at these times should not, like, have anything, like, under their armor. And so I was like, let me download, like, this female nude mod. So got the female nude mod, and then, you know, after I looted, I was like, it doesn't look quite right. Like, only the females are nude. The male need to be nude as well. So I downloaded a male nude mod with to go with the female nude mod. And then, long and behold, the first bandit I looted, as soon as I removed his armor, the bandit had this massive erection. just standing there. And so I was like, oh, well, I think I might have downloaded the fucking wrong version. And so I went back and changed the installed version for the flaccid one. And so I had the flaccid one, and then when I looted, there was this massive flaccid dick just, you know, standing there. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe these nude mods are not quite what I want for Skyrim, so I deleted both mods and I just went on about my day and never downloaded nude mods ever again after that. But that's my nude mod story. I feel like it's pretty funny and worth telling. Oh man. The true story, by the way. I didn't like sugarcoat any of it. That's actually how it went down. Oh man. You tell your girl about them? Maybe I did, I don't remember. But yeah, that was a while ago. A great story. It is a great story. I think it's hella funny. You should have seen the Pikachu surprise face when I looted that first ended. I was like, well, that's not quite what I was expecting. Oh man. Also, a reason why I removed them is, quite frankly, like I started to find it like too distracting. It was distracting me from the experience too. So, you know, nude mods don't go that well with gaming, I feel. I'm not a big fan of nudity in games. Like, you're just mixing things up that don't go well to each other. Like, it's hard to play games with one hand too. Can't do that. You were going to say was on a female bandit? Nah, man, that was like, I don't know, like over 10 years ago or something. I mean, Skyrim's hella old. I don't know how old that story is, but it's probably around a 10 years old story. The players we got 2 players. You know what? He did not have time to lock on to me. I'm the ghost mage, bro. The one can touch me. Oh my god, this poor guy. Dude, this build is such a meme, man. Seriously. Interesting spot to spawn. He's right here, right close to us. Pebble does a lot of damage. Level 200. Would you think in-strength hybrid would be better to combat ganks? Well, if you're talking about the very best build, it's trusting sword, a bleed trusting sword. So arcane strength would be better there as like the best option. They could go straight arcane or dex arcane. Probably strength arcane being the best one, and then you know the higher you level up, like the more you have like free points and everything, so the stronger it gets. And then at max level, you're basically just holding a bleed TS, and that's it. But if you're gonna go with int, I think you need to fully commit to it. You don't want to hybrid necessarily. You want to fully commit. Like if I was at 200, like this build would basically be like pretty much the same as right now, except I'd have like more endurance, like more balance overall. Like maybe no need for a Great Jar Arsenal, so I free up one talisman for something else. You don't want to spread yourself thin. Like the whole point of an int build like that is you want to maximize that gravitational missile damage because it's your bread and butter. Your gravitational missile and blades of stones are what you kill with. Like the only downside for a build like that is you don't do too well in 1v1 because in 1v1 like people can can easily avoid both of these unless it's like a closed room type deal. But you know, 90% of the game is just open space, so if you start using those spells, like people will just like create distance, and you know you'll be forced to just swap the melee and just forget about your spells. How are we weeks away from Duskblood network test and we got no gameplay trailer at all? It is pretty weird, man. Like I don't get it. It's like they're not promoting the game like whatsoever. Like no promotion. I wonder if it's because like they know it's bad and they want to have more time to fix things, and they want like people to point out like the issues, like the balance issues and everything. I don't know. They fear that it sucks. I think that might be the case, honestly. Also, still, apparently we're not going to be able to play with friends in the network test, or if we can, it's going to be like purely random, like as in like if we try to matchmake at the exact same time, we might have a chance, but that's about it. Apparently we're not going to be able to play with friends in any way, shape, or form in the network test. Which kind of sucks to test stuff. Twos are in official release? Oh, they have twos in the official release? No way, I didn't know that they had twos. I know that you're going to be able to set private lobbies. That's what Firekeeper said. Firekeeper said that you're going to be able to host like private lobbies in the full release. So I was talking about that the other day. Like I feel like, you know, if Duskblood gameplay loop is not great, but the combat gameplay is decent, you know, what might happen is it might just become like a glorified fight club, you know, where just people just host private lobbies and just host fight clubs within Duskblood with the 8 players, and like, you know, people meet at the center of the map or whatever, and then like people just play from there. That might be a thing that organically happens if the gameplay loop is bad. If it's good, you know, people will play how the game was intended to be played, but I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. And the fact it says that you'll have a co-op option in the official release, but it won't be in the network test. Yeah, I hope so, because co-op is like the most fun. Can be 2v2v2v2. Oh yeah, that's gonna be where the fun is to be had, I think. It's unfortunate that it's not gonna be in the network test, because I feel like that 2v2v2 is like that. It's that setting that you want to play in the main game, I think. Like if you play Duskblood, it should be for that 2v2v2. almost got way too greedy. Oh wow, that hit me through the little opening there. I played bad there. Could have been bad. Death penalties. Thanks for the sub. Welcome in, man. Really appreciate the support, dude. Is there's worse thing than fight clubs? Yeah, I think, you know, if the Duskblood gameplay is not that bad, like we might just play fight clubs in that game with private lobbies. Like that's what I was talking about with Castle the other day. Like Elden Ring can't even have fight club, guys. Like you have no idea how not having fight clubs just made the base game die PvP wise. Like the fact that you can't host fight clubs in Elden Ring is such a brain dead move by FromSoft. It's, you know, it's the most like out of touch that they could have ever, you know, it's such an out of touch move. Like there's no other way to describe it. They're just completely clueless. Like it killed the PvP scene and the dueling scene with just like that, not having a higher player limit or any sort of context to create fight clubs. A good developer would have looked at what happened with all the previous Souls games. This is not just Dark Souls 3, like Dark Souls 2, you know, Dark Souls 1, especially Dark Souls 1. Like fight clubs have been a thing for every Souls game, and somehow they kill it in Elden Ring. That makes no sense. If they were like bottlenecked by tech, right, with the player limit in the open world, they should have had something like fight clubs with the arena, but nope, there isn't. Like sure you get brawls in the arena, but you don't even get your physic back, you know, like when you respawn. It's a missed opportunity. It's just one of these cases of like being out of touch with your game, unfortunately. They're very in touch with the PvE portion of the game, though. Like the bosses in Elden Ring are amazing. It's the runner? Oh, if it's the runner, I'm just gonna back off. But see if he's there or not. He's nearby. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's gone. All right, come on. I don't want to spend too much time on this scrub. Yo, Castle, thanks for the resub for 63 months. We killed him twice already. He's definitely not worth the time. It's just a mentally ill person. Either that or maybe a 5-year-old, you know? I don't want to be too harsh. It could be a 5-year-old. You know, the thing with 5-year-old is their brain is not fully developed, so they're not very intelligent. Just completely normal. To be fair, we should always assume that the people we're fighting are not children, because this is a game for adult. Pretty sure this game is M for mature, so you should always assume that the people you're fighting are at least 17 years old. Yo, Goldmask, thanks for the gifted sub, man. Really appreciate that. But yeah, man, I'm curious about Duskblood. I don't have a lot of expectations, if I'm being totally honest, but I hope it's gonna be good, man. If it could replace Elden Ring, man, oh man, it'd be amazing. But I'm starting to be very skeptical as to why we haven't seen anything yet. Like, they have not shown any gameplay whatsoever. Like, that's kind of worrying. With having a GG. GTA 6 has not shown any gameplay yet. Well, GTA 6 is nowhere near release, though. That's the thing. I think GTA 6 it's a little different. And GTA 6 is nowhere near release, and I'm pretty sure they're keeping it tight until, like, you know, you have to assume that Rockstar like has a marketing plan. Like, they're very good at marketing. Like, like, if you don't see any gameplay, it's because, you know, gameplay is not supposed to be shown at this stage. Like, it's not like with a Bethesda where they just fumble everything they're doing, you know. Two players. Is that our two friends from earlier? Might be. We killed him before the bell. What's crazy with this spell combination is you can hardly see the cast for the second spell, and the animation for Gravitational Missile is the same as with Blades of Stones. Like, you know, look at someone doing that. And someone doing that. It's the exact same thing. Oh, still, I'm not curious about the release date. The release date is going to be around the holidays. Like, I don't know if it's going to be October, September, you know, November, December. Like, it's going to be around that period. There's no doubt. Like, for sure it's going to be like a holiday type release. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's still plenty of times before the end of the year. Like, it's very common for studios to not do like any promotion like until like 6 months before release. Like, they won't show anything until like 6 months before launch, which quite frankly Duskblood did like way earlier than that. But it is very curious that we're getting the network test before the gameplay though. So what they're doing is like they're using the community, and there's going to be leaked gameplay like left and right. They're using that for promotional marketing, which is, you know, maybe that's their strategy. Maybe they're willingly going for that as like a marketing strategy. Like, you know, with modern marketing, you don't know anymore. It could be on purpose. Maybe they think that it's going to be less expensive to do that and have like good impact. Maybe that's what's happening, saving marketing costs. Who knows? I think that makes sense, saving marketing costs there. I think that's a sound theory that I just came up with, I think. I could definitely see that happening. Any players? Oh, the full squadron. Insane fight. I don't know where the others were. Duskblood better give you at least 2 months of game time with the boys. Yeah, I hope so too, man. I really hope so. I find it crazy, Castle, that we're gonna end up playing you, me, Gabri, and Nash all together, dude. Like, literally the old Dark Souls 3 fucking... The old DS3 gang, like, reunited. I find this quite, like, funny and kind of nice. You can tell, like, all the OGs are thirsty for something new again. Like, we're starved. Staff is playing too? Yeah, I mean, I guess EM is gonna join as well. Honestly, if we could have a fight club with... We're gonna have, like, enough people to hold, like, a world for a fight club, you know? I think just the fact that we have, like, the old Dark Souls 3 guys, like, back together to play, like, that alone is gonna be a lot of fun. I just hope that the game, like, just holds up. So just as a context, so that it grabs our attention, like you said, for at least 2 months or so. Because if Duskblood is, like, really bad, like, that's gonna be unfortunate. I mean, Steel is going to be playing it too. Like, right now we need one more to full, like, a full lobby of 8 people. Because we're, like, you count all of that, and there you go, you got Canuck as well. That's 8 people. We could full, like, a full lobby for, like, one big fight club with, like, quality players. Kind of funny. It'd be worse than Elden Ring at release, right? I mean, you got a point. That's a very good point. At least though, Elden Ring at release, I didn't bother with PvP, I just did PvE for like a long time. So for me, Elden Ring was not bad until like like much later down the road. Like I remember I used to watch you guys like spam Horfrost Stomp with double Frost Spears and Duel when the game came out, and that shit looked so cancer, but I never really experienced that because it took me like almost like a month or maybe more. I forgot how long before I tried PvP, like PvPing. I wanted to beat like the full game and play the game like organically before getting into PvP. Sure, Chase will be on. Well, Chase is not really part of our group. Like, he does his own thing. Like, Oro is gonna be there too, you know, like... Maybe we'll get to play with Oro as well at some point. I mean, probably, like, Lost might be there too. Like, we might get to play, like, you know, we might get to play with Chase, Oro, Lost. Like, I don't know. I don't know what their plans are, but I know for sure I'm gonna be playing with, like, Castle, Gabri, Nash, probably Steel as well. But, you know, the million-dollar question is, like, how long will the game hold? Hopefully long enough. It's hard to say, because we have no gameplay. We got nothing. No gameplay, nothing. I have no idea what the game even plays like. We don't even know if it plays more like Night Rain than Elden Ring. Like, we have no clue. I love how he teabagged around the corner just to get one shot. Oh man, that's an Elden Ring classic. We're not gonna be able to stop him. It's already over. Also, Castle, I don't know if I thanked you for the resub for 63 months, man. Thank you so much. $63 months, dude. You know what, Castle? That reminds me of like how sad I am to have like when I was in Nash stream, like I think it was like last year or something like that. Like people were like just following and unfollowing Nash just to have the notification on screen. And Nash said like you won't do it, and then I did it, and then I realized I lost like the little command follow age, and I'd followed him for like 7 years, and now it like reset it to basically nothing. I was like, oh fuck, I lost my follow age. I don't know, it just reminded me of that. Players, it's one guy. Wait, what the hell? Okay, there we go. I was about to say that's weird. That seems very latent. Oh yeah, very latent. It just glanced over the... Barely did anything. Oh, I broke his tear, that's why. No hit for me. Just very latent. He's not very good, but he's very latent. Should be a roll catch there. Get shit on, shit player. Oh man. Oh, I gotta log into Nightbot Castle. That's probably what happens. Probably gonna do like 1 or 2 more invasion and then get off. It's already getting late. We're like at 3 hours and a half here. One, two. Oh. I was counting the invulnerability for the Phantom. But the host just fog walled us. What's the difference between this and the 80 int? I will say the damage with Lusat is like the standout from today. The damage with Lusat is significant. Like, I don't think we'll ever use Azur's Staff instead of Lusat for gravitational missile, so that's one. The other thing is Light Roll has saved us in a lot of invasions, so Light Roll is definitely a big deal. Although the Light Roll physic and this whole setup is just not very good for 1v1. That's not a surprise though. Even the other variants are not like very like gravitational missile is not a 1v1 spell. Like you can use it by bouncing it off walls and shit if you're fighting in a room, but most of these 1v1s are in the open. Get like one proper last invasion before getting off. Oh, that's a terrible spot. There it is. Oh, that's the wrong swap. Okay. Hello. Cannot bounce this off the floor. Okay, well, that does it. He's still alive. Dude, it showed his health full? That's so weird. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it here for tonight. Thanks everyone for coming by the stream again. Really appreciate it. You enjoyed the blasting. Definitely very strong. I think if I was to modify this for this to be more optimal, you know, I would go back to 80 end, keep loose at, and I don't know. I think I would change the physics to not like and depend on the heavy light roll, but it's hard to argue against it. Like today, every single invasion ended before the physic did. So every single invasion lasted under 3 minutes, basically. Every single one of them. That says something. Alright guys, thanks everyone for coming by, and you guys have a good night, good morning, wherever you are. Have a good one, guys, and I'll catch everyone later. Take care, guys. Let's see who's on at this time. If we got any Elden Ring streamer there that we can raid. Owen's not going to be there because he raided us. Oh, wait, there you go. We got Shark and we got Goldie. Let's raid Shark. When will I stream again? I don't really have a schedule. I stream when I feel like it and when I'm available. I don't have a fixed schedule. But you can rewatch all the streams on my YouTube. All the lives are saved there. Alright guys, have a good night. Oh, invalid username. What the hell? Oops, I forgot the shark. There you go. God damn it, that's not the right name. Bro, can we raid shark properly? Finally, alright, there you go. Got his name wrong like 2 times.